The bagel bites do look like inverted pizza turtles.
I don't like
They are
this.
now no longer called bagel bites. They're pizza turtles.
They're pizza turtles.
They're now called pizza turtles.
He looked at me so seriously when he said that.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you just can't ask that question. It is what it is now.
You shot down every one of my arguments with just the way you looked at me. You're just like so serious.
Well, bro, they're pizza turtles.
They're pizza turtles. I'm like, you're right.
Welcome to A Foolish Endeavor, episode 4. A conversation between like-minded intellectuals where absurdity is the best that we can muster. So, on today's episode, we're kind of just hanging out here. I want to tell you guys a joke first. So, why was 2019 afraid of 2020? Because they got in a fight in 2021.
Wow.
See, you got to be like quick with that one, and to stay with it.
Wow. That's That's a joke, all right.
So, how's everyone doing? How's everyone going?
Doing
Doing
very
good?
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of waiting for vacation to hit for me.
Yeah.
To get some beaching in.
Nice.
Pretty excited.
Nice. You son of a beach.
I feel like I should give an update from episode 1. Aquapans has definitively become my new favorite water, and I have been drinking the absolute crap out of it.
Finally, you're away from liquid death.
You know, you
I
make
couldn't
one
ask for anything better.
You make one mistake, and they never let you live it down. Aquapans forever.
But not only is it his favorite water now, it also holds a spot in his heart because of Aquapans.
Does it make you happy every time you drink it?
Dom, you made it personal, and that is the most special thing that a friend could ask for.
You're welcome.
Dom, I like your headband.
Thank you.
It's got a buffalo on it for all listeners.
Yeah, it does have a buffalo on it. You just ate some buffalo.
I did. I was cooking them when I looked at the door and was like, oh, crap. We're recording a podcast episode tonight. So.
Yeah, you were prepared, weren't you?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I know exactly what I'm doing right now.
You have everything figured out. What would you have done if we just didn't show up? You're just gonna
Ate my burger and then probably watched Ridiculousness and went to sleep.
That would have made for a good night, actually.
Yeah.
Ridiculousness is going to have just content for years because of that milk crate challenge that's going on right now. Like Rob Deerdeck is like, I got at least 6 more years of this coming
That's
now.
Horrible. I watched this one where this girl's arm bent the whole way back and touched her
So
upper.
she
What?
scorpioned, as Rob Deerdeck would say, but with her arm.
She scorpioned just at the elbow. Yeah, it was horrendous.
Ooh,
How
I was
did it
like,
not break?
oh, it broke. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, who
Definitely
said
broke.
it didn't break?
Yeah, one day broke. Yeah, my arm went 360, but not broken.
It's all right. It'll be all right.
I guess that'd be 180.
Rub some dirt on it, put some Neosporin on it. It'll be good to
Yeah.
go tomorrow.
And she just held it, and it was just like flopping, and she was like, I was just like, it's like, oh, that was horrible. Yeah,
Jeez.
that's wild. What do you guys think of that right now, that crate challenge? That's crazy.
I can tell you, I'm not going to partake in
Well,
it, but
it's
I'm
crazy.
not minding watching the idiots that are doing it.
This is the second time I've heard about it, and the first time that I've had any details about it. I don't know what this is.
The crate?
Yeah,
You've never seen
I have
this?
never seen the milk.
You haven't
crate
seen the milk
challenge.
crate? Like, it's literally everywhere.
No.
People like build a pyramid of crate or like whatever. Pyramid of crates, and they walk up one side and then try to walk down the other. And they do not do it well.
Look it
That
up real
just
quick.
sounds dumb.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb. I mean, it's entertaining to watch, but
Is it on the YouTube?
it's on
It's
every
on literally
social
everything.
media.
Rob Deerdeck has made a living just off of people hurting themselves.
Yeah,
on
literally.
It's
He-
like America's Funniest Home Videos, but better.
Yeah.
film. It's a little bit more violent.
Because it's more or
about
less like not America's Funniest Home Videos. It's like American Street Videos.
Are you watching the milk crate?
Yeah.
You should watch like worst milk crate accidents.
This is guy falls off tallest crate challenge.
Oh boy. Are they like actual milk crates, or is it like the Okay, because there was one that was in Africa. They had like bigger, stronger crates, and people were like, "That's not right." And I'm like,
They can't have structural integrity.
Yeah,
Use the cheap American ones.
I didn't know there were rules for this.
Oh yeah. If you read the comments section, there's rules.
There's rules.
Oh boy.
I was gonna say it seems like most of them start out okay, but this girl that I'm watching now is having a really hard time. with
Usually
it.
once
They
they
get
hit
wobbly.
like 4 or 5 high, that's
she was
when they
having
start to
trouble
mess
on
up.
2.
Oh
Look-
wow.
Look up crate challenge. Woman breaks arm.
So we're sitting here talking about like TikTok and viral videos, and as Chad pulls up and brings himself into the 21st century here, he's now trying to catch himself up on a whole lot of TikTok. What do you guys think?
I don't talk the tick.
What do you guys think
I
we're
don't
going to be
either.
nostalgic for in 40 years? Like
What do-
look back and we're like, man, I miss the days when.
In 40 years, will I be alive? I don't know.
Okay, don't think about the question too hard.
What
I
I'm
feel like even just having like physical things.
Ooh.
You know, like think about probably by then like technology is just going to be like somehow implanted into your body. You know, you're going to have like a bionic
Is it this one?
like oh that's gross.
Oh yeah,
That's
Ooh.
gross.
that's definitely one of them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so bionic eye
Wow.
contacts, you know, that will be like your entire smartphone. You'll be able to just like scroll through it, like social media then. Like,
For
I feel
anybody-
like that kind of thing will happen.
For anybody who doesn't know, Chad just watched the video of this lady falling off the milk cart challenge and completely destroyed her arm.
Yeah. She wasn't really mad about it either. She was just like,
I think that's called shock.
She
Well-
handled it like a champ, though.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'd be nostalgic for like definitely 90s music. It will always make me feel like but, you know,
Something like the good
Some-
old school like Eminem rap and stuff like that.
that's good.
That is some good stuff.
Games like Crash Bandicoot and like
We're already a little bit nostalgic for that stuff.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I'm always dreaming of better times, you know.
I mean, I know me personally, I'm still huge on like the 70s and 80s music. Think about like 40 years from now. You know, that's like 80-year-old music.
We're really
dude,
gonna
That's
miss
like
Vine by
classical
then.
stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Imagine whenever like 90s and like 2000s or even like 2010 is like classic rock. It's
Oh,
gonna be
gosh.
crazy.
Nickelback is going to be classic
yeah.
rock.
Look at his photograph.
I don't understand the people who hate on Nickelback.
Huh.
I like Nickelback. I have no problems with them.
Yeah, I don't have any issue with them.
I like Creed and Nickelback.
Creed's good.
honestly.
Yeah, I like Creed.
Yeah.
I think people
not
who
a
hate on
lover.
them just hate on them because they think it's cool.
Yeah, it was kind of like a
It's a mainstream thing to do.
trendy.
Yeah.
They do have some good music though.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not over here saying that Nickelback is like my number one played artist ever. But I do enjoy some of their songs.
Hmm.
So you can't hate on an artist that you're like, I like a couple of their songs.
They could have stopped way before they did, but if you're still making money, it's hard to tell them to stop making music.
Right. And that's the thing too, like if you're still making money and you're having fun doing it, that'd be really hard to stop
Yeah.
then.
I wouldn't. I'd be like, let's go.
Yep.
I don't care what you say.
In 40 years from now, we'll be like, oh, we had this thing called TikTok. These
Gosh.
people are falling off of milk crates.
It was wild times.
Crazy times to be alive.
I mean, think about just now talking about Vine.
I
Like,
miss
how long
Vine.
ago Vine was. That's another thing that Chad's like, I don't
Vine
know
was-
what that was.
You don't know
I
what
know
Vine
what Vine
was?
was.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Wow, that's surprising.
Never watched them,
Never watched them.
but I'm aware of the concept.
Huh.
And then after
guess that's
Vine was
fine.
what, Musically, right? Went Vine, Musically, then TikTok. Am I missing any in there?
Music? What?
Musically.
What's
It
that?
was like like the word music, a period, then ly.
Yeah.
It was
That was-
basically
what's
just
that?
another Vine.
That was pre-TikTok.
Yeah, it was pre
Yeah.
TikTok.
It was
Isn't that
like
ch-
the
isn't that Chinese?
intermission
Yeah.
between Vine and TikTok.
Mhm.
It had a very similar logo to TikTok, if I remember, and then like TikTok just took over.
Why do you think it's
Pretty
called
much.
TikTok?
I
Because you
don't know.
TikTok your time away
Probably. Who
Probably.
knows? I'm sure there's probably a bigger meaning to that. I don't know.
Because the Chinese are going to release ticks that are going to pass the coronavirus, right?
I hate ticks, man. I hate
Ticks suck.
They are probably like the worst. I honestly hate all bugs.
Dude, permethrin is a lifesaver.
What's that?
It's a spray that you can like spray your clothes down, and like the ticks like will like crawl on you and then just die. But it's like safe to have on your clothes because like once
Sounds
it
safe.
dries,
Quote unquote safe.
yeah, quote unquote safe. But it's said to be safe once it's dried. Like you're not supposed to spray it on your skin, but like when you're supposed to spray it on your clothes
Wait,
and then let it dry.
Oh, okay.
Like
was-
that's the instructions.
I was like,
you're
how do you
supposed
get
to
on
let
your
it-
skin if you don't spray it on your skin? But
Yeah, you're supposed
Now
to
I
spray it
see.
on your clothes.
I was thinking the same thing. It's okay.
So I spray it like over all my hunting clothes and stuff.
Overalls?
I don't wear overalls. That's too warm for me.
Overall.
It only kills insects on contact, but it's safe for you to wear.
Yeah.
Hey man, you know, like I wear underclothing.
How does it
Yeah.
kill insects on contact if
It's not on
It has
contact.
to
It's
dry.
not immediate. They crawl around for like 30 seconds.
okay, but like if it has to dry before it's safe for you to put it on, then like how does it do anything to the bugs if it's dry?
Because how many grams does a bug weigh, or not even a full gram, compared to me who weighs hundreds of pounds? I think it's a big difference of dosage there.
I mean, yes.
That's like taking
no.
kid NyQuil, but only
Yes.
taking like a quarter of a shot, and then taking a full shot of like normal adult NyQuil. It'll knock you
Yeah.
on your ass.
Yeah.
I fully
that.
understand dosage,
There we
but
go.
like if it's dried, how is the bug?
Exactly. It's all
How is
about
it doing anything to the insect?
all about
I'm not a scientist.
all about administration. How is it getting?
Yeah.
I don't know. Call Sawyer's. They're the one who makes it.
What's it called?
Sawyer's permethrin.
Permethrin.
I'll send you a link. Don't worry.
You guys ever been bitten by a tick? I never have. I'm gonna knock on wood.
I have.
What?
I have. Yeah. I had Lyme's disease actually.
Limes?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I have
did.
limes in the fridge.
Yeah, you do. You do different kind of lime.
Oh.
Different kind of lime.
What
Not fun.
what was it? You wait. Did you go crazy? Are you crazy now? I think it makes you crazy. Doesn't it make you
Surprise.
crazy?
I mean, you've met me. You tell me.
Okay, so you
Oof.
still have limes.
Well, I don't know. I think it's one of those things like it never really leaves your body, but
Yeah.
you like kind of fight off the infection. I think it's an infection. It's
Oh.
a bacteria, I believe.
What did it make you do?
So I was just like really, really tired.
Do
It
I have
made,
Lyme? I think I
maybe.
have that.
like the joints in my foot and my ankle like kind of swelled up real bad.
Oh.
Was that down by like where you got bit?
Yeah. I guess that's where I got bit. I never saw the tick. I never had like the
Hmm.
little circle and the bullseye rash. I never had any of that.
I've gotten like bit in between my fingers before, like in the webbing of your fingers. But like I felt
By a
it bite.
tick?
Yeah.
Dang.
Like I felt it bite, so I was able to get it out real quick.
I figured that's where I got bit. It's like the webbing of my toes because like how often
Do you check there?
do you
Yeah.
see that? And plus something that really changed the game is like the juvenile tick can also transmit Lyme's disease, and they're much smaller than like
yeah,
an
they're pretty
adult
hard
tick.
to see.
Who the adult tick's already pretty small, and you have something that's even smaller than that. That's
Don't tell me this.
Well,
I'm
you don't
sorry.
go out in the
I'm
woods, so it
terrified.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, I barely leave my living room.
Exactly.
For that reason.
Yeah, okay.
That's the only reason.
The only reason, right?
I've had some on me before, but I don't think I've ever actually been bit by one.
Well, it also depends on the type of tick.
Deer tick?
And like sometimes you see like what you think is a tick, but it's really just like a really small beetle type of bug. Like you have to look at like the coloring, then like the full body shape.
yeah. And if you squish them, and they just kind of, then that was the beetle.
Ah.
Because ticks are pretty hard to.
Yeah,
Oh.
like you really got to
kill.
use like your nail to be able to like potentially like cut them in half. Like a beetle, you can just pop.
Yeah, ticks
Like,
are
unless
really
the tick
hard
is
to
like
kill.
full and like bubbled up from having like
Ticks
being
are
on
horrible.
They
Not a
are.
fan.
Least favorite animal,
Are they not?
something.
They're
Do you mean insect?
Yeah. I was like animal dog.
living thing, living organism. Least favorite
Living being.
organism.
Are they beings? What does
I
it mean to
don't
be a being?
I don't know.
Oh,
I just said a word.
Is being able to understand that you're a being. You can be in the world.
I have no idea.
I mean, why don't we call them like we're like human beings? Why don't we call them like dog beings? Or like,
They might refer to themselves that way. I don't
Yeah.
know.
it could in like woof speak.
Yes,
Right.
in
in
woof speak.
Yeah. You guys like spiders?
Nah.
Hate spiders.
Not really.
Horrible. Well, they have lots of legs.
That's good for them. They can't use
Yeah.
any of them if I get the opportunity.
What are you gonna do? Pluck them off?
No, I'm not that sadistic. I just kill them.
I one time got kicked out of Cub Scout camp for torturing cicadas with bug spray. My scoutmaster was not happy with me. It was like on the concrete, and I was just like, and it was like, I just kept spraying it.
I think the
and
only way that it could have been, depending on your view, better or worse, is if you then lit the spray on fire.
thought about it. Didn't do it.
You're a Boy Scout. You should know how to light a fire real quick.
Yeah,
Just
lighter.
Lighter, a couple of them sticks together, and good to go.
Well, I was gonna do like a flamethrower.
Ah, that's really unsafe because it can come back into the can and then go poof.
Me and my friend in high school used to spray Axe spray on ourselves and light it and just see what
Then
happened.
dunk your arm in a pool or something.
No, we would just do like on our hand and then just go and like.
Oh, we used
or-
to do it like in like our hand.
But then there's one time I burned all the hair off my left arm, and my mom was like, "What happened to your arm?"
You
And
should
I
have
was-
at least evened it out.
No, it didn't feel good.
Well, no, I'm saying you could have like shaved your other arm.
I don't know how
You'd
to
have to
shave.
burn
I was
the
like
other one.
10,
I'm
12.
sure you could have figured it out.
Yeah. And then one time we were doing a flamethrower with the Axe can, and the flame got like so close to going inside of the can. And like it went and like, oh yeah, almost exploded. I was like, yo.
Wow. Did you ever like do the thing with like the normal like stick lighters where you just pull the trigger and just barely click up like that top button that like actually fully
Oh, and
like,
make it
releases
like
it? You
little
like let all
juice?
the like juices out a little bit and then you light it and makes that
Yes.
little ball of flame in your hand.
Jad, you never
I've
did
done
all
that
this?
a lot of
Nope.
times.
Dom?
He's not
No.
pyrotechnic like us.
What about Axe bombs in swimming class, where you'd like take the can of Axe and you'd like rubber band it and throw it into the shower, swim in the
Nope.
shower?
Nope, never did that.
Huh.
See, Axe wasn't as big once like we got to high school though.
So you're saying I'm
That was like a
old, that's
middle
what you're
school
saying.
thing for us.
So, well, yeah, you're old. But anyway,
Well, yes, thank you for saying it. That way we didn't have to.
Yeah, well, know your flaws.
that's why you couldn't answer to what are you going to think about in 40 years?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm going to be alive in 40 years.
I'm going to be
40
nostalgic.
years from now.
I'm going to be nostalgic for life.
Man, I really wish I was living.
Is this how you got into chemistry? Because your
What?
love of fire?
No,
Oh, okay.
but it contributed. I'd
So
say.
what was the main contributor?
Well, I did neuroscience in college, and there's a lot of animal stuff. And then I didn't like doing the animal research, so I decided that if I worked at a food lab, food doesn't scream when you cut it. So I like that more.
Wait, your food doesn't scream?
What?
What?
All right, so kind of along the same note, I heard
boy.
that like when you cut plants,
Don't tell me this.
they do release like some kind of
Scream chemical?
they do release some kind of like stressor. I don't know if it's a sound or a chemical. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're a
definitely.
look it up guy. Look it up. I don't
I
know.
don't have my laptop.
I'll look it up then.
I am so intrigued by that.
Scream chemical plants.
If that is true, I want to test it.
I think
It
we're gonna
probably
need some
is.
like
It's like,
high tech.
What's it called?
Super
Sensing.
sensitive microphone.
You'd-
yes,
and probably
yeah.
have to do it in like a completely
I've-
soundproof room.
Are you sure it's not like a chemical that they release to let the other plants
I can
know?
see like a chemical being released.
Yeah, to let the plants know. Unless it's like a
Is it to let them
vibration.
know to run.
Run!
Uproot yourself.
Just like the horde of trees from Lord of the Rings. They're just sprinting away.
That's a good movie.
Of Of course.
So, a team of biologists in Israel at Tel Aviv University discovered that stressed plants emit clicking sounds, ultrasonic clicking sounds, when under stress.
Interesting.
It's like specific kind of plant or just distressed plants?
I'm going to have to do some more research to answer more questions. This is all surface level knowledge. I have no in-depth knowledge.
I mean, that's kind of cool though, because I didn't think they did that.
Apparently they do. So look, your plants do,
They click.
well, chemicals might.
They click?
They click.
Huh. Luckily, all my plants are plastic,
Hmm,
so plastic can't click.
that we know of.
I'm gonna say plastic does click.
Dang.
I'm just gonna say distressed plastic doesn't click, but you can definitely make plastic click.
Distressed plastic breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chad.
Distressed plastic. That sounds like a punk rock band name.
That's a
Yeah.
really good punk rock name.
Distressed
Yo,
plastic.
girls, we're distressed plastic.
Uh,
Well, that's interesting.
plastic.
So plants scream. Food doesn't, that we know of. Well, food screams before you kill it. After you kill it, it
I'm gonna say
It'll
in the
scream.
process.
Food screams when it's
That's
being
true.
turned into food.
oh, don't tell me that. Except for like peanut butter. Peanuts are a plant though.
Yeah, so are
So the
peanuts clicking?
The peanuts click.
Do peanuts click? Do
They
peanuts
click.
click scream? I don't know. This is a lot. Being alive is weird.
All right, so according to this article on scinews.com,
Sounds reliable.
I don't know, it was the first thing that came up. It's
Better
the
than
same,
Wikipedia.
the same university from Israel. So a non-stressed plant would make fewer than 1 click per hour. And a tomato under drought stress, so like lack of water, could make up to 35 clicks per hour.
Plants just click?
I don't know, ultrasonically.
So a little bit
weird.
less than a click every other minute for them. Interesting.
I wonder if we could create a way to listen to the plants. Like create like
I'm gonna say they had to have somehow figured out. I mean, a click is
true.
audible, so they would have had to been able to somehow hear that. I'm
imagine
sure.
being the guy that like just like sits there and counts all the clicks of a plant.
I wonder if it's just like whenever it is like actually loud, so like plants like can hear it from afar. It's just not within like the human frequency to be able to hear
Yeah,
it.
it's ultrasonic. I don't know what's ultrasonic.
above sonic. Is that what that is?
yeah.
Ultra's above?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, and then sub is below.
I'm a
20
scientist.
to 150 kilohertz. I don't know what
Yeah.
the humans can hear.
No
Yeah.
idea.
We start to lose out at around above 10 kilohertz.
Yeah, I was gonna
So
say.
that's above what we can hear.
Some people say they can hear up to like 15 for like transients and music, but
Yeah.
it's hard. You can't really. Did not know that plants click. I'm kind of terrified.
Me too.
What if like
Me too.
Can they only click if they're distressed?
No.
Is there non?
can they happy
He
click?
said
Clicking talk?
non-distressed click like what? Once an hour?
Yeah,
Oh,
just
okay.
way less. They
Plants
click
just
way
always
less.
click. That's so wild. Like that.
I don't know what an ultrasonic click sounds like. Never heard one.
Or it sounds like this. Hear it?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It sounds
See, it sounds
just
just-
like this.
That was phenomenal.
You nailed it.
Four episodes in, and you're still with us. Huh. Well, if you can't tell, we've seriously channeled some Monday night energy, and this may be the most authentic conversation that happens when we hang out. If you've made it this far, you must be enjoying our absurdity. So, why not share this podcast around and make sure that you're subscribed if you haven't already? Let's try to get some more people to join the absolutely ridiculous conversations that we have here. Hey, be on the lookout for some show teasers, questions, and other shenanigans on our Instagram, as we want to begin interacting with all of you a lot more. All right, I think that's enough from me. Let's get back to the conversation.
Could you imagine what life would be like if we could actually sense more than what we can? Like,
crazy.
we
I would
only get
love
to
it.
hear like a little bit of the sounds that
Yeah.
are out there. We only get
We're
to
so
see
limited.
a little bit of the wavelengths that are out there. What does this place really look like?
Wild, very wild. And we're made up of a lot of other organisms too. Like, we're just, imagine we could see all the different like bacteria on our skin and stuff, and like there's just like living stuff everywhere. And we're like, I probably would never lay on a couch ever again. I'd be like, wow, there's a million things on there.
Some people wouldn't even touch their own hands again.
I'd cut those bad boys right off.
Okay, so question. You said you'd cut them bad boys right off. Obviously, it's easy to cut the first one off because you can use your other hand to cut it off. But how are you going to cut it off when the other hand is just a nub now?
Countertop guillotine.
Oh, okay.
And would you consider a half a hand horizontal or vertical? Which one is a half a hand?
Pick your poison.
Well, you said you would cut the whole thing off,
Mm.
which means you just left with a nub.
He drives a good
But
point,
what
though.
blade would you use? Because
Question
that's got
aside.
stuff on it too.
Yeah.
Right, so you got to use a new blade now, too, because that's...
So
Now it's dirty.
I mean, even your first blade could be dirty.
Right. Oh, boy.
What does it even mean to be clean?
So, if hands would wear pants, would they wear it on this part or that part?
Can you describe that for the listeners? so they
Right,
know what we're
listeners
talking
are
about?
very confused right now.
would the would the hand pants be from knuckles down, or would they be from like middle finger over, with the thumb up?
Hold on. Roll it back. I need to know in your mind where you went from chopping off your hand to if my hand wore pants.
What, you mean that doesn't make a
Can you
connection
please
for you?
get me there? No.
Well, I was just thinking about hands. I was thinking, man, I wonder if a half a hand would be a half a hand, what would the half a hand look like? And I was like, if it was wearing pants, which side would the pants be on? I don't know. I feel like it's a logical transition.
So, not touching on the pants part, but touching on the half a hand part. I mean, really, it doesn't matter for the half a hand as long as it's 50% is there and 50% is missing.
Does
it's
it not
half a
matter?
hand.
If I wore my pants on my top, would still be considered pants?
Yeah, they're not a shirt; they're still pants.
Pants
But-
are pants, even
but-
if they're just hanging
so-
on a hanger.
So I would technically be wearing pants, but if I went outside like that, it wouldn't be cool.
No, you got it, dude.
Maybe in 40 years we'll be
I'm
looking
really
back.
killing this.
Hey,
right now.
remember we used to wear our
Killing
pants
it.
on our legs, and now we wear our pants on our heads. And we'll be nostalgic for the days whenever we wore our pants on our legs.
Yeah, you guys remember those cargo pants that would zip off? And
I
they'd
have
What
be
do you
a pair
mean
of
short?
those.
remember?
I have a
People
pair
still
of
wear
those.
those.
What, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a pair. I use them whenever I'm fishing
Oh,
because it's like cooler in the mornings and stuff like that. And then like whenever you're out on the boat, it gets
you're
warm, so
like,
you just unzip them.
yeah.
Yeah, you got it, dude.
There we go.
Just like that.
Yeah,
Gotta
most
let
people
them
go
puppies
outside.
breathe.
They don't know those ones.
Yeah.
There's a guy at work. He's actually my shift partner. He drives a motorcycle into work. So he always wears the shorts version in, and then he comes into work, pulls the bottoms out of his desk and puts them on.
That's awesome.
And then,
Pulls the bottoms out of his desk.
then at the end of the day, he takes the convertible top off, takes them off, put them back in the bench.
Nice.
Why do we not call those convertible pants?
Convertible pants?
I didn't know we
sure.
weren't calling them
I
convertibles.
think they are convertible pants.
Oh,
Although, but isn't it technically the bottom that's being removed, not the top?
Doesn't matter. You're converting them from pants into shorts.
Oh, snap. That's what a convertible means.
To turn from one thing to another, yes.
That's crazy.
It
Wow.
converts.
you're one sharp cookie.
I'm a scientist.
If the pants did it on their own, would they be considered Transformers?
Yes. Yes.
I don't know. I guess they would. They have transformed.
But that's the thing. They're doing the act of the transforming.
Right.
Hence, they're Transformers.
They are the Transformers.
Right.
I'll allow it.
I used to believe
I'm
in
not in
this.
control of the English language, but I'll allow it.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
I used to think Transformers were real.
I
Wait,
used
they're
to wish
not?
Transformers were real.
Yeah.
Dude, you never know.
That could be real.
I'm telling you, if it happens, it's happening in Japan or Germany first.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to think they were real back when Shia LaBeouf was when I was 19.
I get the Japan
kidding.
kind of vibe. I don't get the Germany vibe.
They're just all about engineering crap.
They are.
They
yeah.
would invent it. Japan, it would just happen.
That's fair.
That's accurate. See, yeah, Japan, they would create technology that would be then eventually would then become too powerful for itself and would become the car.
Right.
But Germany's would try to make the technology
Right.
to do that.
One would just happen. The other one would happen because they wanted it to.
Yes, exactly. That's very, very accurate.
Japan does have giant robots.
Yes, they do. I've seen lots
Yeah.
of robot stuff from there.
Yeah.
Jake Paul has a robot.
I hate him.
I'm
so
talking as
much.
like a public feature outside of a building. Like,
He had one that was following him around before the fight last night.
I didn't see it.
It was like totally stolen off of, what was that called? Something Steel.
Real steel.
Real Steel,
Steel.
yeah.
They're fighting robots.
It looked identical to like one of the things you would, like one of the
Oh, that's
robots
cool.
from that movie.
I love those things, like the things with the little things and you.
Rock'em
That's Rock'em Sock'em
Robots.
Robots.
No, wait.
Real Steel is a movie with Hugh
Real-
Jackman.
Real
Oh.
Steel is the live action movie version of Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Nice.
Basically.
You guys
Let's
ever use?
Be honest.
You guys ever use sock'em boppers?
Yes.
More fun than a pillow fight.
Oh yeah, you can knock
Dog.
some people out if
Yeah.
you really get it.
I one
bit.
time
Good.
popped one on my friend's face and it exploded. It was great.
Is that the equivalent of like a KO?
It's a hurt fist.
I just kind of thought like maybe in the fight, it's just like, oh, if you pop
kind-
one off a guy's face, like
Yeah.
that's an automatic win.
Yeah, or it's a you ask your mom to buy you a new one. That's what it is. Are you pulling up Real Steel?
No, I'm pulling up Jake Paul's robot. Like totally just looks like one of the robots from the movie.
Hmm.
Have you never seen Real Steel, Dan?
With Hugh Jackman?
Yeah.
No.
It's not a bad movie actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched it like again a couple months ago and it wasn't bad. Don't get me wrong, it's like corny, but then again I think it's more meant to be a kids movie.
Is
But it's
that
still
even a
pretty good.
robot or
Really?
just a dude that is dressed up like a robot?
They swore there was not a dude inside of it.
Do you believe them?
So this thing was actually physically there,
Oh yeah, that thing was physically there.
because this also looks like something that they would have added.
No, because you saw it like in the locker room and everything. Like it was
Okay.
following him around,
Okay.
and he had like some like promo pre-fight thing with it.
Okay. Well, this image makes it look like
Well, there's other
the
images there.
mixed reality thing that WWE likes to do,
Yeah,
which is also stupid.
I second that.
And this robot looks pretty stupid. Like if he came out with Boston Dynamics robot,
Huh?
What? Boston cream pie?
Oh, is that like the dog thing?
but they got the dog thing, but they also got the bipedal one
Oh,
that, like,
right.
doesn't fall over.
Allegedly.
Bipedal.
I mean, I'm sure they've knocked it over a couple of times, but it's
Right.
got like really good bounce. So like if that robot came out, I just saw a video where they had two Boston Dynamics robots and one of the dogs dancing. They're having a dance party. So like
Those things are pretty cool.
they are. So like if Jake Paul came out with a Boston Dynamics robot and it was like doing the boxer shuffle and like shadow fighting, that would be pretty cool. I would have given him respect for that.
So if they're called bipedal things with two legs, why don't we call our legs pedals?
That's a good question.
Because like, if bipedal's two pedals, we got two pedals. You know.
I'm not a biologist. I don't know. But is that why they're called pedals on a bike?
Yo.
Because our pedals pedal the pedal?
Pedals,
pedals
our pedals pedal the pedals.
Wow.
Wow.
That could be a
Bipedal.
tongue twister if you said it fast enough.
The bipedal uses his pedals to pedal.
Okay, so here's a question. Why is room temperature used as a measurement of warmth when not all
I like that. So it could be anywhere between, like, honestly, it could be anything. You can make a room real cold, real hot.
Think about it. Like, a walk-in refrigerator could still be considered a room.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah,
But then a sauna is also a room.
it is indeed a room.
So, you got me there. Unless you just want to be like, the average room temperature.
I
Which
guess
is probably, what, like 74 degrees?
that's a hot room for me.
I agree with that, but I said average.
I guess that would be technically ambient temperature. That's a thing?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So what's that mean? What's ambient? Is like neither hot nor cold.
Ambient is just what's around you.
Yeah.
So I don't.
But if you're in like Florida, that's hotter than like,
Well, think about it. Like,
not
temperatures
Florida.
are even different. Like, whenever I was a kid, we went out to Arizona. It was 114 degrees the one day. And it wasn't
Dry
that
heat.
bad because it's dry heat, right? But here, you get to like 80 degrees and you're like, you know what? No, I'm not going
Yeah.
outside.
I can't even feel what's going on anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
So ambient temperature is the actual temperature of an environment. Room temperature refers to the range of temperatures that most people feel comfortable in. Ambient temperature can be measured with a thermometer, while room temperature is based on feeling.
Oh, snap. Okay.
So room temperature is, basically whatever you want it to be.
We just got rules lawyered.
Well, that doesn't make any
Which,
sense.
There is a
which means
standard.
using it as a measurement is stupid. So
Well,
Right.
there is a standard, quote unquote standard,
Mm, yeah.
that we used in thermodynamics. I think it was like 72 degrees Fahrenheit.
that sounds about right.
Yeah. 25 degrees Celsius for me. in
Some
that lab.
yeah. We usually
Okay.
use Celsius as well, but there was a standard. So it's kind of one of those things like at the beginning, everyone just says, oh, if we say room temperature, this is what we mean. If we mean anything else, we'll say it.
Yeah, which
That's true.
usually is around 72 Fahrenheit.
I mean, I guess
Something
that's
like
kind of
that.
like the same like ideology that like a foot used to be. Like, a foot is a meaning of measurement, but they actually used to just use their feet. But like everyone had different sized feet.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of one of those things we used to just approximate it, and then like
Right.
we're like, oh, let's actually make this a standard.
I wonder if like kings ever used like severed feet to measure things that were really long. I don't know. Just
I'd-
curious. I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised if their own foot was the standard.
Their own foot? I don't know. I just picture someone lining up a bunch of feet. Like when what if something's like 45 feet long? You're like, oh, I don't got enough feet for that.
And then all the feet are different lengths.
Yeah. Chop off a few more feet. Just, I need more feet.
I must have more feet. I brought you more feet, my lord.
Oh, that's weird.
There's also the measurement of stone, which I thought was interesting.
Is there?
Oh,
yeah, that's like
Mhm.
a weight. Like the
It's
world's strongest
English.
men, they lift in stones, not pounds and kilograms usually.
Wow.
It's an English thing,
Yeah.
but I don't know where it came from though. They probably measured something in amount of actual stones that they used to calculate a weight.
I thought that I could be incorrect on this, but I thought that came from Ireland originally.
Oh,
Because I know they used to have like Ireland is like huge on like long time ago. They had like stone throwing competitions, so it'd be like that was like their measurement of what size stone you're throwing.
big.
Don't they still do that?
Big
Yeah, but I'm
stone.
saying like it was like
This is
their
medium
Olympics
stone.
back then. Like it's still big, but like I guess not as large of a scale probably.
Big stone. There's some weird units of measurement.
I mean,
out
there's
there.
like an actual metric butt ton.
Yes. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, a metric
A butt ton?
Yeah, that's an actual form of measurement. Let me look it up for you.
I think it's like a bathtub full of something.
I thought it was
Is what
larger
it's
than a ton.
equivalent to.
Metric butt ton.
Okay, wait. A stone, originally any good-sized rock chosen as a local standard The stone came to be widely used as a unit of weight in trade, its value fluctuating with the commodity and region. In the 14th century, England's exportation of raw wool to Florence necessitated a fixed standard.
So a liquid buttload is equivalent to 108 imperial gallons. So a buttload is also a measure of weight equaling to 2,016 pounds.
Really?
So it's just
Just
slightly
over
lower.
a ton.
So it's almost like saying a farmer's dozen. Instead, you're saying a butt ton.
What's a farmer's dozen? I
Farmer's
didn't know
dozen
that.
is 13.
You mean a
Baker's dozen?
Oh, sorry.
What?
No, I've heard it as farmer's
Farmer's
dozen as well.
dozen?
I've heard it as farmer's dozen as well.
Never-
Like
well,
if you're
why
buying
though?
corn, it's not a baker, it's a farmer.
I
I've heard
guess,
it as a farmer's
but,
dozen as well.
Okay. Huh. So there's an actual unit of butt ton?
Yeah, that's an actual unit.
That's wild. Why?
Why not? Probably because someone was like, haha, this would be funny, but we're going to make it slightly different, but actually make it somewhat scientific. And people were like, all right, we'll roll with that.
When did this happen again? I don't know if you said that.
I don't think I did.
Placing your bets. Mine's on the 80s.
Mine's
I'm going to say probably way before then.
Way before the 80s.
Mine is gonna be 60s at the latest, I think,
I'm saying 1870.
or at the earliest.
You think there's people
1670.
running around in the 1800s going,
Oh,
oh, it's a metric butt ton that
it's a
is.
metric
Yes,
butt ton.
I
I
do.
hope so. I really hope so.
I genuinely do.
Wait, when was a metric system even like made? How could you even say it's a metric butt ton? Oh
System
wait,
in-
meters, like
System
metering.
International.
Huh?
The SI units.
Yeah, but when was it standardized?
I don't know.
Hold on. I just found another thing. Let me find this again.
I mean, but everybody has Google in their hands. Somebody look it up. I'll
Google.
look it up.
I have Google in my hands.
So in medieval wait, hold on. So in medieval times, liquids were measured in units of butts. A butt is an amount of liquid equivalent to 2 hogsheads. Which is still not like a standard unit.
2 hogsheads.
The precise measurement had varied a bit, but it's generally accepted that 1 butt of ale is 108 imperial gallons. But 108 imperial gallons is 130 U.S. gallons, or 491 liters. But then 1 butt of wine is 121 imperial gallons, or 151 U.S. gallons.
How many hogsheads?
Well, I'm not going to do that. Well, 1 butt would be the equivalent of
2 hogsheads, right?
2 hogsheads, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like a hogshead must have been like a ship or something. It had to have been something other than the actual hog.
No, it
So
would've
can you
been
go
an
back to
actual
the beginning of that
hollowed
when you
out
said it
hogshead.
was popular?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Can you go back to the beginning when you said it was popular?
I'm sorry,
When did a butt
medieval
ton?
times.
Medieval times.
But also a hogshead, a measure of capacity for wine, or a measure of capacity for beer. So it seemed like it was just a way of they're referring to hogsheads were types of barrels. So a hogshead was like a medium-sized barrel.
Oh.
A ton, which was TUN, was like a very large one. A pipe butt was right below that. A Perchean tertiarian, then a hogshead, then a tierce, then a normal barrel, which would be like one that you would see would probably be the size
Like for
of
making
like a
whiskey?
whiskey barrel, yeah. And then a rundlet was smaller than that.
Dang, this is like real deal.
Yeah, there's like literally charts of English wine and cask
Oh.
units. So a
I le-
hogshead was that.
I learned so much about stuff I had no idea or cared to know about. That's great. I love it.
What can I say?
Oh.
That's what we're here for.
Absurdity is the best we can muster.
Yep.
I have a newfound appreciation for the Old English.
Can we just start using that as like
Ye
units
olde English.
again? Like
Oh,
just
for
start
sure.
it.
But
Start
ton.
this trend and die on this hill.
I mean, it's pretty sick. 2 hogsheads.
What would this be in Old English?
I don't think they had Arby's in Old English.
A Foolish Endeavor is hosted by Alex Castile, Dominic Fontaine, Chad Lewis, and Jacob Ratkovich. Music is provided by EpidemicSound.com. This has been episode 4 of A Foolish Endeavor. Hit us up on Instagram at foolish_endeavor_podcast and tell us what you think you might be nostalgic for in 40 years. If you have some crazy topic for us, we'd love to hear from you as well. Our next episode will be out September 22nd. You can find us on Spotify, Apple and Google Podcasts, Anchor FM, and YouTube at Foolish Endeavor Podcast.
That's it. We're making shirts with the conversions on it.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Everyone would be like,
But then
"That's
behind it is
so
Sasquatch
cool."
with the hat, rearranging them into the proper sizes.
I can't
That's
keep
cool.
this straight. I need a shirt. It's,
I am on it.
thank you, Chad.
Nice. Merch will be available sometime.
DM us
Someday,
on Instagram if you'd
someday,
like one.
somewhere. I don't know.
Just not over the rainbow.
Probably.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
And demonetized.
No.
That wasn't in tune. They can't say it.